Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, and as well Sagittarius Rising weekly general tarot reading November 15th up until November 26th, 21st, I'm sorry, so November 21st, 2021. And should you be interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, checking out the description down below is going to give you a link to my website where you can either view or purchase either or both of these services. And if you do wish to support the channel, in case you do enjoy the content here, just leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss any of our weekly uploads. Right, so let's jump straight away to the reading for Sagittarius, and the very first card we do have for them is going to be, or for you guys, that is going to be the 10 of Wands, followed by the second one here, which stands as the Empress card. Afterwards, we do have the Moon card, which is the third one, and just hold on a second because my software wants to upgrade for some reason. Right, so the fourth one, that will be the Three of Wands for Sagittarius, and the last one here, we do have the Two of Cups. Okay, great. So for the most part of the week, as we can see from these cards, they are very singular, so to speak. So for the most part of the week, Sagittarius, the let's call them the energies. So the energies are going to be directed towards you and your personality, and generally the personal business that you are doing, which does not really involve any third parties whatsoever. And it seems that throughout the week itself, at least according to these tarot cards, throughout the first half week of it, how do I even say it? You will decide, okay, so I'm going to say it that way. It will happen that you are going to decide to give more priority to one things than to another things, and therefore that will call for a better organization on your behalf, and as well focusing more upon or provoking, so to speak, more a substantial developments to take place into your life. And as you're going to have more time on your hands here, it seems that towards the end of the week some kind of a partnership unity is about to start emerging, as we do have the Two of Cups. I'm sorry, but what I do forgot to mention is the Three of Wands beforehand, which pretty much is a statement that everything is going to turn out based on your expectations. So hopefully you are going to have a good expectations after the first half of the week. So let's scrutinize the reading card by card, and starting up here with the 10 of Wands. It pretty much speaks that at the start of your week there are going to be a lot of things that you will have to handle career-wise or relationship-wise. 10 of Wands is always the follow-up, you know, after you asked about it. So you gave a promise, you have to keep up with the promise at the start of the week. You made a commitment, you got to keep up with that commitment. So here, a 10 of Wands, yeah, it may be interpreted as a heavy burden, but it doesn't stretch as further than the heavy burden of the word given, of the signature placed, you know, or of the contract accepted, the deal accepted, and so on and so forth. However, the 10 of Wands, it brings a stipulation, and it's a stipulation of I have to research how to express that. It's a stipulation of the code of conduct, meaning that you signed up for something and there is a specific way that needs to be done, and therefore you don't get to cut any corners nor to play around with it. Okay, you gotta do it the way you gotta do it and let it be done with it. However, the good thing about the 10 of Wands, it is that once the job is done, amazing rewards are waiting you at the end. So the very least here at the start of the week, Sagittarius, you do have a confirmation from the card that you may had signed for many things, okay, more than you could handle, but at least all of them are great. And right after that, the Empress card is taking place, and that is the moment of withdrawing from the midst of activities. Now, that crucial time where you had to follow the code of conduct is over. And for the most part, your enterprises are stabilized. Now you do get, through the Empress card, you do get to take a little bit of a time off, okay, to withdraw really from the midst of activities, so you can make a accurate assessment what should stay and what is immediate, immediate emergency, or what carries on a sense of emergency, and what can be postponed for a future development or straight away dropped off from the plate. Because here with the Empress cards, at the very first half of the week, you Sagittarius are about to make some decisions, which are going to happen to be very well found, balanced decisions that work not just only for you, but for everybody around you. And the more time you give yourself to spend outside of the matter that you have to make a decision. For example, you have to make a decision for your relationship. You don't know what to do with it. Staying within that relationship, being swallowed by its environment, is not going to help you take on that decision. What is going to help you that decision is withdrawing from it, so you can think clearly about it. Okay, so that is literally the premise of the Empress. And whatever decision you are about to make, may it be bitter or sweet, just the such results you are going to reap from it. So make sure you do decide maturely, with rather like a mature fashion. And right after your decision is rendered, the Moon card is taking place, and the Moon card has a quite of a I was about to say skinny, short interpretation here, because the Moon card in generally, it's just a card pointing that you are on the right track with your life. There is no other way to see it. And I'm explaining why that's the case into the tarot classes. And it is accompanied though with a little bit of a hectic, wavering, emotional insecurity and distress. And that is due to the fact that not everything is going to be cleared right after you made your decision. So you decide to take on the job, but still you don't get paid for it, and so on and so forth. For example, okay, you don't know how things are going to roll out there. And all these obscurities is going to be affecting your emotional state. And you can take that as some kind of a test for the decision what you should put first and what you should put on a later stage or straight away drop off. Okay, so wherever you do feel that insecurity, you should remind yourself that you made a good choice and you should keep following it. Or if you are to make a choice to scrap it out, it's not based on emotions, but it is based on your logical thinking. Whatever the case, the Moon card carries on a message: just don't deviate the path that you have consciously chosen. And right after that card plays out and you are certain that you are on the right track with your things, with your life, with your relationship or career, the Three of Wands is taking place for you, Sagittarius. And that card pretty much points that towards the end of the week, the obscurities that you have faced at the middle of the week, for the most part, are going to be washed away. And here, with the Three of Wands, you are likely to find yourself sitting on a well-established patterns, well-developed foundations, so to speak. And in generally, things are going exactly the way you have anticipated, or for the most part. They cannot be perfect, of course, but for the most part, they are going exactly the way you have anticipated, exactly the way you have expected. And that pretty much is going to make you very prepared, was the word that I was searching for. Very prepared for the circumstances that you are about to face. Now, the guidance of the Three of Wands, though, it is one not to involve thine self with magic circles or within a magic circles, and one should always seek progress, improvement, development. And if you do reach maximum at some point, what you got to do to make a progress, to challenge yourself with bigger things, with bigger projects, with better people, to be as how can I say, related to better people, and so on and so forth. So here towards the end of this week, you should think about how you can lift the bar of your capabilities or the bar of your expectations, because here with the Three of Wands, your expectations, it is what is going to determine your capabilities. Bigger expectations, bigger capabilities, bigger effort, the bigger result. And at the end of the week here, we do have the Two of Cups. So this card could play out in so many different ways, okay, depending on what kind of a situation you are in. Two of Cups could be the sign of a love coming your way, okay, or a sign of not improving, but making a stronger commitment on top of the commitment you are in right now. The Two of Cups, it's about unity and it's about partnership, but it doesn't have to be specifically with somebody else, okay? Maybe you are trying to make a partnership with yourself, unity with yourself, like uniting the mind, the body and the spirit. Regardless, in the material plane where we are living, Two of Cups, it's a card, or it's a card signifying a comfort into environment. Okay, so you can expect to have, or at least to start the next week, comforting into your career and as well within your romantic life. Now, one thing I want to warn you, if we're talking about romantic life here and in partnership, what is the message of the Two of Cups? It is that nothing can really work out should there be any pride and any shyness within this partnership, within this unity. And people have to treat themselves equal, okay? Just that's the way how that card works. Things doesn't happen magically. Yeah, you may have a predisposition to be loved or to find love out there, but finding it, it's not enough. You gotta do your part to sustain it. It always works that way. And under the sign of the Two of Cups, the way to sustain it, it is equality or equilibrium. I'm sorry. So it's equilibrium. No shyness, nor a pride within this endeavor. And so with that being said, Sagittarius, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, November 15th up until November 21st, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, and we may see each other next time. Until then, bye.